The phenomenon that's gripped Australia is about to go
Jackie's gone from a Kia to a Ferrari.
ballistic.
I tried to make this relationship work. I did.
Over 2 big nights.
I'm going to tell you the way it is, because I won't get another chance to give this to you straight.
The must-see reunion event, Sunday at 7 on 9.
Reduce the cost of housing by 50%. Fast trains 120 kilometres from the CBD. 20 minutes to the CBD. Affordable homes. Vote 1, Trumpet of Patriots.
Authorised by Anne Favager for the Trumpet of Patriots Gold Coast.
What does medical research look like? Become involved in local research with global impact. Hunter Medical Research Institute.
The world is changing, and so is AGL. It's why more Australians are changing to solar, batteries, to electric vehicles, and updating to efficient all-electric homes to save on their bills. Discover how you can join the change with AGL.
You got me.
With more to stream than ever before, the one that you want is Stan.
When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy.
Lucky you're with Amy.
How about that?
How about that? This time, shorty.
Run it. That's how it in my veins, let it go.
Past brunch.
I'm going to do the deck.
This long weekend, get back on deck in just 40 minutes with the all-new Cabot's Easy Deck.
We'll be the place where the ocean meets the sky. We'll soak it up and have the time of our lives. These are the moments we live for. Once in a lifetime, never think we want more. This is the start of a new day, the good life. These are the moments we live for.
When a cold disturbs your family's sleep, Vicks Vapor Rub relieves cough, nasal congestion, headaches and muscle aches. They sleep, you sleep. Vicks Vapor Rub. And try the new Vicks Lavender range.
Feel good health catch on with Bupa. Get up to 10 weeks free plus up to 700 everyday rewards dollars when you join directly on eligible products. Offer ends April 2nd, so search Bupa 10 weeks free today.
How good is a barista almond latte in the comfort of your own home? How good is that smooth and creamy taste? How good is enjoying a barista quality latte? Oh, and a baby chino. How good? So good.
I love having Red Energy on my team, and I think you will too. So if you want real Aussie energy, give Red a call today on 131 806.
Rise and shine, Australia. It's time to get up to 50% off all Aussie-made mattresses at Bedshed. Plus, get a bonus 30% off any bed frame with your mattress purchase. Bedshed. No one's better in the bedroom.
This program brought to you by Electro Dry for clean, soft, healthy carpets and lounges.
Good evening. Finally, some beautiful weather on the way, and it's going to hold for the up-and-coming weekend. It's going to be sparkling, in fact, that rain band clearing for us. The sunshine returns, and it's going to warm up nicely as well. Up and over the mid-20s for most, mid to high 20s for the valley. Looking nice.
Saddle up, Australia.
Your category is Aussie slang.
For a true blue
We're fired up for this one. Bloody-o.
Aussie blockbuster.
Let's chill.
Pinchu. Diamond Galah. Maz Kasnai. Pass.
Get ready to play.
Let's light up your floor.
The Floor, soon on 9.
Hungry for more? Domino's has got you covered with our incredible giant donuts. Handcrafted, oven-baked, mega-sized and served warm for even more yumminess. Grab one today at Domino's.
Who are you?
I
am Steve. In this world, anything you can imagine is possible. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. A Minecraft movie.
Vanish Gold Pro is tackling the world's toughest stains with only one shirt.
There's no way this will come out.
Even in cold and short cycles, one scoop of Vanish is safe on clothes and lifts the toughest of stains. Trust Vanish, forget stains.
With Yui's comprehensive car insurance, I feel safe because I'm covered for what life might throw at me. Or drop on me.
Car insurance that's a bit more U-shaped. Yui, you insured.
At Coles, do Easter your way, with family traditions or a fresh new take. With Coles RSPCA approved chicken whole boneless herb and garlic, now just $10. Do Easter anyway.
It's delicious every way.
At Coles.
In a bit of a mess? Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
Say hello to CommBank Yellow for business. More discounts.
Hello.
More benefits for your business. More thanks. Say hello to CommBank Yellow.
Take charge of autumn with Steel Pro battery savings and bundles. Like 10% off selected low-noise, high-performance Pro battery tools. Save up to $100. Purchase 2 Pro batteries, get a 3rd Pro battery free. That's $5.99 of fully charged Pro value. And tidy up with home chainsaws from only $2.99. Save up to $50. Take charge of autumn. Only from Steel dealers and Steel shop online today.
Hungry Jack's Angus Grill Masters range. Try new Fiery Angus with sizzling
Before you start, there's where on earth do I start? Then that advice from Inspirations Paint. Okay, let's go.
You work hard for your money. Those early mornings and long days. Your dedication and passion, diligence and foresight, building towards your future. Now, it's time to make your money work hard for you. CFMG Capital has a proud track record returning 100% of capital invested with 100% of the published targeted returns. Whatever goals you have set for yourself, CFMG Capital will help get you there. Real people delivering real results.
Thursday.
Opportunity for the Canberra Raiders.
2 teams.
Here come the Sharks.
Electric.
Raiders are back in it.
Hard hitting.
Champion Big Papa. Wow.
gritty.
Oh, big moment!
And putting the comp on notice.
Oh! With speed!
Raiders, Sharks, Thursday night footy. Live and free on 9 and 9 now.
Honey?
We'll be on one salary.
It's not too much of a stretch.
Maybe just leave it, honey. It's all right. You've got this. Let's get this cot home.
We probably don't need all these baby clothes.
If you need help wrangling your money, we're right there with you. NAB, more than money.
The new Hot Honey range has dropped at Macca's with the Hot Honey McSpicy, the Hot Honey Dipping Sauce, and the Hot Honey McCrispy. Embrace the drip at Macca's.
Dehydration can cause us to lose our fizz. Reach for Hydrolite every day. It rehydrates you faster than water alone. Available in various flavours and formats for a great price every day at Chemist Warehouse.
I've got an idea. We sew the dog's head onto the man's body. Great idea. Dogman!
You have all the strength of a dog and all the skills of a kung fu cop. You're the hero we need. So keep your eyes on those monitors. When somebody breaks out your favorite chew toy, you look at the monitor. And if somebody happens to have a squirrel, you look at the monitor.
Dogman, in cinemas April 3.
Experience unbeatable Rockies Rail and Cruise from $6,999 per person, including flights. Discover Canada and Alaska on board the Rocky Mountaineer train and Holland America Cruise. Search Tripadeal now.
How good is that first sip of a silky smooth oat milk latte? How good is a dairy-free smoothie that's high in calcium? How good is creamy without the cream? How good? So good.
We're for Sunday cruisers and rush hour warriors. But right now, we're for Phoebe, who needs to pick up her date by 8.
Give it a try.
Thanks so much.
Join NRMA, Australia's largest roadside assistance network.
At Chiropractic Plus, our psychologists provide evidence-based treatment personalised to your goals.
From anxiety and depression to trauma and insomnia, we'll support you to achieve meaningful change for a healthier and happier life.
It's a really, really lovely team here and a purpose-built, beautiful environment, and I'm really, really confident that people are going to feel very comfortable in this space for therapy.
Book an appointment with our friendly team today.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Who is giving us a massage?
A prisoner.
A prisoner?
Yeah.
Harley, this is the most cooked thing ever.
Australia, brace yourself.
Oh, this is sick.
But their biggest joyride yet. Blazing a trail through the greatest places on Earth.
What's the name of this temple again?
วัดพระเชตุพนวิมลมังคารารามราชวรมหาวิหาร
Got it.
Travel guides. Most spectacular season ever. Kicking off in New York.
I'm going to get a white dog in New York.
You're really good at that.
Thank you.
The new adventure starts soon on 9 and 9 now.
The day that shocked Australia.
Westfield Bondi Junction, a man wielding a hunting knife.
Just a beautiful little girl. I've never met a more gentle human being. I used to call her Donnie Perfect. And she was just perfect.
John Singleton
I can't go to the movies anymore because as soon as the lights go out, I cry.
tells Tracy Grimshaw about the pain no father should feel.
Who do you blame for what happened that day?
If there is a God, get him in the witness box. There's some questions I'd like to ask.
And Amelia in Wild, Washington.
Just authentic. And people respect that.
Inside Elon's American Revolution.
How far do you think he intends to go?
All the way. On 60 Minutes.
Prices have exploded. The cost of living has skyrocketed. Is it worth it? Wake up, Australia. Net zero means zero money in your pocket, zero future for your children. While the US and China burns carbon and expands nuclear power, Australia's cost of living is out of control.
Authorised by N. Fabrager for the Trumpeter Patriots Gold Coast.
This is Minecraft. In this world, creativity is key to survival. My gosh, I'm so sorry.
A Minecraft movie.
Vodafone's just doubled its network coverage. To celebrate, get double data. That's a massive 100 gigs for just $39. Make your move to Vodafone.
This sandwich is good, but it's screaming out for something seriously good. Go from good to seriously good. It has to be Heinz Mayo.
Starting a business comes with what ifs. Like what if I open a barber but people stop cutting their hair? So set your business up right with ANZ and wonder what's the best that could happen.
Love to travel with Scenic on the most all-inclusive, ultra-luxury cruise on Europe's rivers over Christmas and festive season? Book now with Hello World Travel and save up to $3,000 per person.
I'm Sandrine.
Very good experience. Childminding 4 years. She ticks all the boxes.
What happens when the help
You're part of this family now.
becomes hell?
There we go. I want to believe it was an accident too. They all fell for it. I know who you really are.
Everything she says is a lie. Stay away from my family.
The Au Pair.
And suddenly my...
Good evening, Adam Murray with the Sport Update. Phoenix Crossland has shared how Newcastle is one big family, making his decision to sign on until 2028 an easy one. NRL players and coaches are bracing for a head contact crackdown, and Tim Zoo's Newcastle return is back on track with the fight over judges settled.
Everything we've tried has gone wrong. So let's accept it now and move on. We can go.
No.
Oh, for God's sake.
Next, the boys are back for their wildest.
That is not right, is it?
Most outrageous adventures ever.
One of us is going to be killed doing this.
Am I dead?
The Grand Tour. Next on 9 and 9 Now.
Getting ready in a rush? Refresh and restyle with Batiste Dry Shampoo, $6.84 each from Chemist Warehouse. It gently removes oil to refresh hair between washes and is great for adding lift and texture. Live, look, feel fabulous every day at Chemist Warehouse.
Feel good health catch on with Bupa. Get up to 10 weeks free plus up to 700 everyday rewards dollars when you join directly on eligible products. Offer ends April 2nd, so search Bupa 10 weeks free today.
We should stop subsidising expensive energy, reduce the cost of living. Nuclear power funded by industry, not the hopeless government. Vote 1, Trumpet of Patriots.
Authorised by N. Fabrager for the Trumpeter Patriots Gold Coast.
Autobarn's Easter Savings Bonanza is on. Take more on holiday with 20% off Rhino Rack roof racks and accessories. And make your car shine for less with 25% off Bowden's Own Car Care. Only at Autobarn.
Chunky low prices.
Fancy Feast, culinary inspired.
cat adored. Every delicious detail, every delicate bite brings you and your cat closer together. Fancy Feast. Love is in the details.
With a house frame made from TrueCore steel, your home is ready for a full life. For a home that's built to last, choose the inner strength of TrueCore steel.
NRMA Insurance is proud to announce that we now offer home loans. With years of experience helping Australians protect their homes, we understand just what you need when it comes to owning one. Like a competitive low rate. And you can apply in as little as 15 minutes. Because that's what a help company would do. Apply for an NRMA home loan today. NRMA Insurance, a help company.
This program brought to you by Electro Dry for clean, soft, healthy carpets and lounges. This news break brought to you by Harvey Norman for everything you need in furniture, bedding, home appliances and technology.
Good evening. Prosecutors will appeal the community corrections order given to the police officer who tasered Claire Nowlan, calling it manifestly inadequate. Val Kilmer, the actor known for his roles as Batman and Iceman in Top Gun, has died aged 65. The PM has pledged to raise the wages of Australia's lowest paid workers, but the coalition says he's sent households backwards. And the East Coast has been battered by a monster swell, which is easing tonight. More news coming up soon.
In a bit of a mess? PinoClean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's PinoClean.
4 counters. I'm going to make it worth $40,000.
It's the offer. Too good to refuse.
If it goes with that double, that's worth 80.
Surely no one would be crazy enough to risk it all. Would they? Tipping Point, tomorrow at 5 on 9.
In a bit of a mess? PinoClean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's PinoClean.
Next term, we'll deliver more bulk billing for all Australians and open more free Medicare urgent care clinics, making it easier for Australians to once more see a GP for free.
Authorised P. Erickson, ALP Canberra.
Easter's calling. Get out there and camp more with up to 50% off tents by these great brands. Explore more ways to play and save this Easter. Play more and pay less at Anaconda.
What kind of crazy life hack is this?
The dishwasher doesn't dry the dishes well enough.
Try Finish Rinse Save.
For 2 times better drying, including on plastic, improving shine and protecting glasses.
Finish, the real life hack.
Sensitivity is when you feel that short, sharp pain. Sensodyne Repair and Protect has Novamin. It forms strong reparative layer over sensitive teeth. Try Sensodyne. It works. Nobody does sensitivity like Sensodyne.
With Telfast, you don't have to be sneezy or sleepy. Telfast, that's a no-brainer. Available for a great price at Chemist Warehouse. Disney's Snow White in cinemas now.
In a bit of a mess? PinoClean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's PinoClean.
We're for those going from A to B. And right now, we're for Max, who has a pothole keeping him from Nan's pot roast. Join NRMA,
Thanks, mate.
Australia's largest roadside assistance network.
When I was in hospital, helping hands came from everywhere so I could get better. Lend yours by donating to Sydney Children's Hospital's Foundation today.
Build something epic with one of 12 limited edition toys in the newer Minecraft Movie Happy Meal. Only at Macca's.
Vanish Gold Pro is tackling the world's toughest stains with only one shirt.
There's no way this will come out.
Even in cold and short cycles, one scoop of Vanish is safe on clothes and lifts the toughest of stains. Trust Vanish, forget stains.
I'm your federal Labor MP, Meryl Sonson. I said I'd upgrade the airport and did. Said I'd get the M1 extension and did. And I will deliver a free Medicare urgent care clinic in Maitland.
Authorised D. Offner, Labor, Sydney.
Hard to reach stains? Try Harpic Fresh Power Tablets. Simply drop and go to help remove stains. Clean where the brush can't reach with new Harpic Fresh Power cleaning tablets. For easy toilet cleaning, try Harpic tablets today.
This program brought to you by Energy Australia. Moving home? Move your energy online in minutes. Done.
That's Julie. 3, 2, 1. We're fired up for this one.
Diamond glass. Maz Castney.
Primary mass.
81. 61. I'm panicking.
Freckles. It's going down.
Ooh. Let's light up your floor. Oh, my Lord.
The Floor. Game on. Soon on 9.
Governments have pretended Australia is in good shape by using immigrants' wealth as the government's achievement. Too much immigration, however, overwhelms our infrastructure, our housing, schools, hospitals, creates congestion and destruction of our communities. Australia should be for all Australians living here. We will put Australians first and we will make Australia great again.
Authorised by Anne Favager for the Trumpeter Patriots Gold Coast.
Doors Plus Easter sale is now on. For a limited time, buy any 4 internal doors and save an extra $225. Buy 5 internal doors and save an extra $300. Buying doors made easy with the Doors Plus Easter sale. Doors Plus, no fuss.
Global pop phenomenon Six the Musical arrives at the Civic Theatre on the 10th of April. The 6 wives of Henry VIII are ready to take the mic in this 80-minute musical sensation. Book today.
Hard to reach stains? Try Harpic Fresh Power Tablets. Simply drop and go to help remove stains. Clean where the brush can't reach with new Harpic Fresh Power cleaning tablets. For easy toilet cleaning, try Harpic tablets today.
No one likes to wait around. That's why at Origin, we're simplifying customer service, from making it easier to manage your account to an app that puts you in control. That's all kinds of
With more to stream than ever before, the one that you want is Stan.
It's Tank World's up to 50% off clearance sale. Save up to 50% off our entire range of round tanks and Tank World pumps from 1,000 to 47,750 litres. All stock must go 10 days only. Think Tank World, 1-800 68 69 70.
Get one of 6 new collectibles and your choice of a Big Mac or 10-piece Chicken McNuggets with new Nether Flame sauce. Feel like a kid again, only at Macca's.
Here at HCF, we created Flex My Extras, so you can choose how you spend your limit. Spend a teeny tiny bit on teeth whitening, or spend it all on acupuncture, or as I like to call it, spiky massage. Spend a little using online mental health programs. Sorry, this is private. Or spend a whole lot on physio. Join Flex My Extras and spend your limit your way. Now that's flexible. Wait, isn't she an actor?
Richie's Easter Savings. Don Streaky Bacon, $3.50. Red Tulip Carton, $5. Tamar Valley Yogurt, $1.45. Shop now. There's $20,000 worth of gift cards to be won.
Welcome to the floor. The more you win, Facebook
Tennis.
Pram.
The more of the floor you own.
I'm not here to be messed with.
This is insane, this game.
Your addictive new primetime blockbuster.
Let's light up your floor.
Game on soon.
This newsbreak brought to you by Harvey Norman for everything you need in furniture, bedding, home appliances and technology.
Good evening. Prosecutors will appeal the community corrections order given to the police officer who tasered Claire Nowland, calling it manifestly inadequate. Hollywood star Val Kilmer has died aged 65 after a battle with pneumonia. Police have suspended the search for a man believed to be missing in floodwater at Gloucester. More tariffs are expected to be announced by the US President Donald Trump tonight, but exactly what's coming remains a mystery. And tickets have gone on sale for the NRLW's inaugural Magic Round set to be held in Newcastle in August. Stay with us, the late news coming up at 10:50 tonight.
In a bit of a mess? Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
If I said you have a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? If I swore you were an angel, would you treat me like the devil tonight? If I was dying of thirst, would you flow in love, come quench me?
It's not where we go, but how far we go, and the moments we have along the way. Introducing the all-new Audi Q6 e-tron. Electrifying, exhilarating, invigorating. It's a new era that powers us forward and leaves us breathless. This is you. This is us. This is Audi.
The world shouldn't be so complicated. That's why at Origin, we think things should be more straightforward. From our customer service to how your bill looks. That's all kinds of useful.
Did you know manual toothbrushes can miss spots in your back molars? Switch to the new Oral-B IO2 electric toothbrush from Chemist Warehouse. The round brush head cups each tooth to remove up to 100% more plaque, even in back molars. Used together with Oral-B toothpaste to fight cavities. Choose from 4 fun colours and run circles around cavities. Get the Oral-B IO2 electric toothbrush Forest Green $79.99 exclusive to Chemist Warehouse. Live, look, feel well at Chemist Warehouse.
We'll be the place where the ocean meets the sky. We'll soak it up and have the time of our lives. These are the moments we live for. Once in a lifetime, never think we want more. This is the start of a new day, the good life. These are the moments we live for.
You work hard for your money. Those early mornings and long days. Your dedication and passion, diligence and foresight, building towards your future. Now, it's time to make your money work hard for you. CFMG Capital has a proud track record returning 100% of capital invested with 100% of the published targeted returns. Whatever goals you have set for yourself, CFMG Capital will help get you there. Real people.
On notice, Raiders, Sharks, Thursday night footy, live and free on 9 and 9 Now.
Tomorrow, she's back. Our very own Brooke Boney reveals her next huge move.
Last Gamers Delight, we review the new Nintendo Switch that's launching, and Dickie chats to the stars of the apocalyptic drama The Last of Us. We'll see you from 5:30.
Introducing the all-new Sealy Posturepedic Acclaim, a breakthrough in sleep technology that senses and responds, helping to align your body. Innovation never felt so good. In store now.
Hungry for more? Domino's has got you covered with our incredible giant donuts. Handcrafted, oven-baked, mega-sized and served warm for even more yumminess. Grab one today at Domino's.
With Telfast, you don't have to be sneezy.
That's you, isn't it?
Or sleepy.
Hello? I'm sleepy. Yeah,
Telfast offers non-drowsy allergy relief with no impact on concentration. So why feel sneezy, sleepy?
Do you know what I'm allergic to?
Or even grumpy? Telfast, that's a no-brainer. Available for a great price at Chemist Warehouse. See Disney's Snow White in cinemas now.
Starting a business comes with what-ifs. Like what if I open a barber but people stop cutting their hair? So set your business up right with ANZ and wonder what's the best that could happen.
When I got my first pen reel, it was a game changer. Some of my mates are using much higher end reels, but I can get 2 or 3 of my pens for the price of their one. And after years of punishment, the pens keep going, battle after battle, fish after fish.
As a police officer, I learned the importance of turning up when it matters. As a small business owner, I learned the importance of balancing the books and being responsible. And as a minister, I learned that a strong economy and safe community are central to everything. I'm not interested in taking the easy path because we live in the best country in the world and I'm determined to get Australia back on track.
Authorised by Ahurst Liberal, Canberra.
I punt with Ladbrokes because they have more ways to chuck on a multi than Glen Boss has cups to drink from.
Have you fed the dog?
Multi your way with Ladbrokes. Go you good thing.
You win some, you lose more.
Grandpa!
Make Easter sparkle with the Lindt Gold Bunny. Now available in salted caramel.
Vape, bro? Oh, no. I think I'm ready to quit. Solid.
Over 2 big nights. The must-see.
Jackie's gone from a Kia to a Ferrari.
Reunion event. 2 contenders in a battle that will change Australia.
A contest over character and the rising cost of living.
NBN brings you the most respected team in the business.
The vast influence of Charles Croucher.
Led by Charles Croucher and Andrew Probyn. Your vote, your news.
The bottom line, maybe your bottom line.
The best team, the best election coverage is on NBN.
Serve a show-stopping centrepiece this Easter with our juicy, crackling Aussie pork shoulder roast. On special this week at just $8 a kilo, save $3 a kilo. From the fresh food people.
With a house frame made from TrueCore steel, your home is built to last. Choose the inner strength of TrueCore steel.
It's a new era that powers us forward. Introducing the all-new Audi Q6 e-tron. This is you. This is us. This is Audi.
Hungry for more? Domino's has got you covered with our incredible giant donuts. Handcrafted, oven-baked, mega-sized and served warm for even more yumminess. Grab one today at Domino's.
Inside the 150. And here comes today's racing with something special.
It's the best time in racing with exclusive offers daily on the Tab app. Tab. We're on.
What's gambling really costing you?
All these bills pile up on my desk, they looking like a mouth. All these little kids running around, I can hear their stomachs growl. I got bills.
Paying with points feels like free with your Westpac Altitude Rewards card. All-new Skoda Kodiaq. Big on the little things. Skoda.
Upgrade your shave with Gillette Labs. The Flex Disc turns with your face for an unbeatably smooth finish. Gillette Labs, unbeatably smooth.
In a bit of a mess? Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
Nuclear takes 30 years to be operational. We're already at 40% renewables after just 2 years, and we're on track to meet our target. Why would we need nuclear? Dutton's nuclear plan. Why?
Authorised by MRIP for the Communications, Electrical and Plumbing Union, Sydney.
Go Harvey Norman for Dyson's new invention that washes hard floors properly. Microfiber rollers use clean water to wash, then finish, cleaning your hard floors, then itself. Powerful hygienic washing of hard floors at Harvey Norman now.
One of footy's biggest superstars returns. His first match. And it doesn't get any bigger. Rabbitohs Roosters, live and free on 9 and 9 now.
Far away from another episode of Freddie and the Eighth, and two of Cessnock's greatest exports, Andrew Johns and Fletcher Sharp, are live on the couch. Plus, the guys break down how your team is tracking after a month of footy. We'll see you very soon.
Hard to reach stains? Try Harpic Fresh Power Tablets. Simply drop and go to help remove stains. Clean where the brush can't reach with new Harpic Fresh Power cleaning tablets. For easy toilet cleaning, try Harpic tablets today.
When the lucky country isn't so lucky, it's lucky you're with Amy.
Lucky you're with Amy.
We're on fire. Huge drop into the water, total chaos.
Sounds wild, especially over the loudspeaker.
Good job, everyone. That was a drill.
Not thinking straight? A Dare Fix will fix it.
In a bit of a mess? Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
With Bupa, eligible members can access digital health services through Bluer.
E-script on the way.
I'll order that now.
Like 24/7 online doctors, plus chemist delivery and more. Which means more time for you with them. Feel good health catch on with Bupa.
Life feels like it never stops. But breast cancer doesn't wait. So don't wait to breast screen. 20 minutes every 2 years could save your life. Book your free breast screen online or call 13 2050.
At Tab, we're on for day one of the championships at Royal Randwick with 4 Group 1s, including the Australian Derby, TJ Smith Stakes and Doncaster Mile. It's the best time in racing, so get your friends on track or down to your local. And get more value on the championships with My Offers, now available on the Tab app. Tab. We're on.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Felix, I know what you're looking for.
Felix Gravy Lover. Delicious meaty chunks served with extra gravy. Your little rascal will find it good to the last slurp. Clever cats get Felix Gravy Lover.
Rise and shine, Australia. It's time to get up to 50% off all Aussie-made mattresses at Bedshed. Plus, get a bonus 30% off any bed frame with your mattress purchase. Bedshed. No one's better in the bedroom.
I'm Lawrence Antcliffe, your Liberal candidate for Patterson. As part of the Liberal team, I'll fight to rebuild the economy, get inflation under control and make housing more affordable. Patterson needs a strong voice and with your support, I'll deliver for you.
Authorised by C Australian Liberal Sydney.
This program brought to you by
Boys are fair dinkum enjoying themselves.
What are these animals doing?
On TV and late at night.
Fiddler! He scores!
I'm not a fighter.
Maybe God has come to Marathon.
Ladies and gents, whatever you're going to do it well and do it large.
Yes, hello and welcome to Freddie and the 8th for this week. Gentlemen, great to see you. How are we feeling this week?
Excellent.
I'm looking forward to the footy this weekend.
Yeah.
There's some games I can't wait for.
Is there one in particular that you're really looking forward to?
Battle of Brookie.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good one.
Roosters South. You didn't see that one?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the Battle of Brookie.
A bit more. We, of course, are brought to you by Sportsbet, and we've got a huge show coming your way here. The boys will tell you how your team is travelling after a month of the competition. Cessnock's very own Fletcher Sharp joins the team, and the Freddie and the 8th medal, Freddie's best tries, much more, and we'll be previewing all of the games coming up on 9. Also, too, if you missed it last week, we do have a brand new email address. Apparently, it's getting flooded with emails at the moment, and so you can send any questions you have to f8@9.com.au. Have you checked in on the emails?
No. Oh, yeah, they sent me some guy singing a song with a pig's head on.
Yeah, and the song's called Joey Johns.
Is it?
That's, yeah, that's what he's...
Looks like he was...
Why'd you have it on mute?
I thought he was singing it at a swingers club or something.
He could have been, but
I hope so.
It was called Joey Johns.
Was that what the song was called?
That was what the song was called. Yeah, it's called Joey Johns, and he performs it live.
We're going to put it on the website.
We're going to put it on later on in the show. We've also dug into the archives, though, and found some really original shots of your war with Wayne Bennett, the handshake war with Wayne Bennett. We're going to see another version of it, the next chapter of it this Friday when you try and hopefully interviewing him again. But check this out.
The NRL's most laid-back coach was anything but that when he thought he spotted a spy at his training session today. Fittler confronted the mystery man, fearing he was passing on secrets to Wayne Bennett. But he was relieved when he found out the man in question was a Telstra worker. It's Fittler's first as a coach, and he says the Broncos have problems at this time of the year.
Well, they've won 3 out of their last 11, so it's not all rosy up there.
Fittler has played it smart in recent weeks. His mentor, Phil Gould, has helped with the team, but Bennett has questioned the value of introducing Gould at this point in the season.
Information overload becomes an issue then. This is the time of the year, I always feel you've got to be kind of backing it off, not building it up.
But Fittler wasn't fussed about Bennett's view on Gould.
I don't really care, actually.
That looks so much like your young bloke. That looks like Zach.
Wow.
Were you feeling the pressure? Do you remember
that was such a brilliant time of the year. We had a really good team. They ended up beating us in the semi-final, and we went to the New Zealand the week after, but no, it was fantastic.
Loved it?
I can't believe I sort of tried to... Ivan Cleary told me, actually, he got caught in the same sort of banter. He said, mate, why would you ever take on Wayne Bennett in the media? So that was pretty dumb.
I loved how you thought that someone was spying in on your training session.
You get that paranoid. Only a coach. Who's talking about me? What are you doing?
But so that might have been the start of your...
You'd love coach.
No, I was just thinking that. Oh, more padded cells in the house.
I remember asking you one day about how much it would take for you to coach, and you said there's no amount of money in the world. But look at this. This is over the years, the amount of times that you've
Well, it might have gone back to then, 2008.
There you go. What's he going to do? No, he wouldn't even.
Look at Wayne's face when he
might change it to the fist pump, but make it easier for him.
He just looks down at it.
Just that smile when he left.
I don't know what it is.
What are you going to try this week? You tried fist pumping him last
Am I
week.
interviewing?
Well, I think
might
so.
be Thursday.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see.
Friday.
I'll go. I'm a modern guy.
Did you ever get coached by Wayne?
No.
No.
There was one. He coached the Australian team one off season, and I had an operation. They went to New Zealand. Did you play in that?
Yeah, late 90s, yeah. He was so good. So simple.
One of the best people managers.
Oh, the best. The best.
I assisted him a couple of years with the All-Stars.
All-Stars, yeah.
He's good. He didn't do much.
Just takes a bit of sort of a backseat approach, lets everyone do their job, and then is that mentor from
If things are humming, he doesn't say anything. He just lets it go, and he knows when to chime in.
Knows when to chime in.
Knows when.
And he backs himself, and he backs the people around him.
I think one of the things that a lot of players say as well is the fact that, yeah, he just has such a calming influence, especially before big games. You know, if they might be getting in their own head or whatever, he'll read the room really well and sort of have a muck around or have a joke with someone if he can tell that they're getting nervous. So he's a very good people person as well. So there you go. Looking forward to seeing what happens on Friday night with the fist pump.
I might go for a cuddle.
Oh, there you go.
It's going to go somewhere with that.
Yeah, go. We're on late at night.
No, not late enough.
All right. Let's talk some news this week. Payne Haas. Michael Shamus broke the story yesterday that Payne Haas is potentially involved in discussions to change his allegiance to Samoa. What do we make of this? Did you expect it to be coming?
No, I didn't. But
not surprising.
It's the conversation that needs to come up. We need to get to the bottom of eligibility.
And the tiers.
And the tiering and...
Well, the tiering has to go.
Well, yeah, exactly. Origin doesn't change. So the conversation to Origin doesn't even change. So it's towards international football.
So if you're in Australia, you're in Australia before the age... Well... Talking about Kalen, the rumour is he wants to play for the Kiwis to honour his dad's Māori heritage. He's born here. He can play for New Zealand. He can play for Australia. For Queensland. Victor Radley. Victor wanted to play for England because of his dad Nigel. He's born in Bronte. He can play.
Yeah, and
then the Pacifica one is the big one.
It's how you go through. Given that a lot of the Pacifica players are now choosing to actually play for Samoa and Tonga and
Fiji,
for whatever reason. It's about then you can't go back. You need to pick someone once you start, and that's your choice pretty much for your career. Because there used to be a big thing. Everyone wanted to play for Australia, and then if they didn't get picked in Australia, they then go and play for Samoa or Tonga.
So what,
before
you make your NRL debut, you fill out something where you
you do that at the moment, and there's a choice if you fall under those protocols that you can pick Australia and then Samoa.
Yeah, so you shouldn't be able to chop and change. You should.
Well, it's getting to the stage now. If you think about the Pacific Championships on at the end of the year, like the interest in that game, and when you look at someone like Payne Haas might be playing for Samoa, it's going to be extremely competitive and it's going to be great to watch. So, you know, at the moment, I think we need to nail it.
Get stronger and stronger. Fiji's got that team that's in the Queensland Cup, Petro, what are they called?
No, they're in the New South Wales one, the Jim Beam Cup, I think it is.
So
one of them.
the Fijian team's going to get stronger.
Silktails.
Silktails, yeah. So it is so good for international footy.
How far away do you think we are from changing the tiers, changing those rules?
Hopefully very
soon. Extremely soon.
Surely has to happen soon.
I think at the moment Australia going over to England, so I don't think it really matters so much this year, but from a point of view of, like Joey said, with New Zealand, you know, another one is, I know Tyron Smith really well, so his son Remus, you know, grew up and born in Mascot, you know, and plays for New Zealand, but he should be able to play for New South Wales.
All right, we're 1 month into the competition. Can you believe it? It's flown by.
It's been so good.
It's been great. So we're going to do a bit of a breakdown of the clubs and see where your club is tracking. So we've got 4 categories that you can put your teams in. Sitting pretty, needs work,
itchy bum.
Twitchy
I haven't got my
bum,
glasses on.
and red alert. So twitchy bum means a bit nervous.
Is twitchy bum and red alert, does that go hand in hand?
You came up with the names. So.
Sitting pretty.
Sitting pretty, they're comfortable.
I think the Storm are sitting pretty. I think it was one of those bludgers of a day, and the Dragons played the conditions better, but I think the Storm are going good.
I don't know about the Storm, Freddie. I don't think they've been exceptional. They just beat Penrith down there.
You've spoken a lot about Penrith lately, fatigued, played a lot of footy. Yeah, you look at
they blew Parramatta away round 1.
Well, Paps looks great, but he hasn't done the workload like the other blokes. Munster's played a lot of footy. Harry Grant's played a lot of footy.
Well, they missed a heap of players on the weekend. Jerome Hughes was a big one out, and it was a wet conditions at Cogra.
Were you surprised to see his name this week?
Who's that?
Jerome Hughes.
Yeah, there was Marler who's going to come back quicker. I don't know whether he will be playing.
He makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Well, something that you could both agree on, twitchy bum for Penrith.
Yes.
Bit nervous.
Well, you have a look at their stats. The stats don't lie defensively. They're leaking a lot more points. We all know they've continually lost class players or champion players every year. I still can't believe they lost this game. But we'll know more this week with Nathan coming back where they got the cows.
Mate, this is a really good challenge for them because the Cowboys on paper are a really strong team, and I think Jake Clifford showed that he's going to direct them around and they've got enough football in them to shock anyone. Purdue, he's got some speed, they've got big wingers. So I just feel like this is a really good challenge for them.
So what category did you put the Cowboys in?
The Cowboys are...
Red alert?
Red alert.
Yeah. Red alert. They had 2 injuries in the off-season. Helam Lukey was a massive...
Gone for the year.
And...
the centre.
Yeah, they got to do it consistently, week in, week out. There's some good signs last week. Jake Clifford, I've always had a rap on Jake. He's got to do it week in, week out. This bloke tries his heart out all the time. But they've got players coming to the... Taumalolo's coming to the end. Yeah.
What about...
Nanai, they've got to get Nanai. Nanai's on the bench again. He came on and scored, set up a try.
We don't know what's happened in the off-season, whether he's underdone or whether he's carrying a few kilos. Or, it was a big decision by the coach, Toddy Payton, to drop him.
Because he came out and he was pretty open about it, dropping Nanai. But, yeah, I know what you mean. You don't know really what's happened behind the scenes.
Yeah, well, there's obviously a reason. And when you drop him defensively that night, he was poor, Jeremiah.
But I don't think his back rows. I don't think his back rows are doing any better.
Well, Cohen Hess plays in the middle now, doesn't he?
Yeah, so he comes off the bench.
Well, plenty for another.
But he didn't learn. I felt like he didn't learn anything from Taumalolo. He did the same thing to Jason Taumalolo, and they just had a pretty ordinary season. And I don't think they got the best out of Jason that year. So anyway, but it's only round 4.
Because sometimes you do have to... sitting pretty and a couple with a twitchy bum and a few on red alert too. Last time we get you to come up with the categories, Andrew.
I didn't do that. It was Murray who puts the show together.
All right, stick around. Coming up after the break, Fletcher Sharp, Newcastle's very own, joins us live here on the lounge. Great to chat to him up next. Plus, we talk Manly and that man, Tom Trbojevic.
Thursday.
Opportunity for the Canberra Raiders.
2 teams.
Here come the Sharks.
Electric.
Raiders are back in it.
Hard hitting.
Champion Big Papa. Wow.
Gritty.
Oh, big moment.
And putting the comp on notice.
Oh, with speed.
Raiders, Sharks. Thursday night footy. Live and free on 9 and 9 Now.
Please help transform our gallery into a thriving hub for our community, our artists and our region. Your generous tax-deductible donation through Newcastle Art Gallery Foundation will create an enduring cultural and artistic legacy for our community and future generations. Be part of the story. Make a lasting legacy today. Visit our Newcastle Art Gallery Foundation website to find out more.
Vodafone's just doubled its network coverage. To celebrate, get double data. That's a massive 100 gigs for just $39. Make your move to Vodafone.
In a bit of a mess? Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
Beast inside you.
Have a peek at this. Powerball has jackpotted to $10 million. Better get a ticket.
In my fancy shoes.
In 1 kilometre, turn right.
Nissan X-Trail e-Power. Hybrid reinvented. You don't drive it, you glide it.
We just wanted a broker that approached it differently to the banks.
Someone that
took the time to understand what we needed.
In finding the right home loan option and rate for us, our Aussie broker was second to none.
Book a chat with an Aussie broker today.
Meet Connie's dynamic duo for peaceful nights. Kids' leak-proof underwear and bed pads. Perfect for keeping kids comfy and dry all night long. Say goodbye, leaks, and hello, sleep with Connie.
This program brought to you by Harvey Norman for everything you need in furniture, bedding, home appliances and technology.
Best tattoo? I reckon, I don't know, I wouldn't say. Who would have the best tattoo? Which camera is rolling?
Greg Mazu.
I like a lot of the Islander boys' traditional way, like Leo and his brother Tyrone have got matching Tomokos. I reckon they're the best.
Yeah, they're pretty sick. Yeah, Brady's got a few good ones. His leg one's pretty sick. Yeah, probably Brady best.
Brady's got some mad ones.
I like yours. I probably couldn't do that.
Depends what look you like.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Like yours a little.
I like that look on you.
Yeah, and that cute little look suits you. So like if we were to swap, it wouldn't work.
I got one for worse. Tyson Gamble's got a pretty bad one on the back of his neck there. It's not great. Tyson Gamble's back tattoos.
Oh, that's shocking.
Yeah.
Oh, KP's got the worst.
Sorry, Kalen, man. I'm not a fan of stickers. Kalen, I'm coming for you, bro.
Oh, he's got his dog on his shoulder. that's all right. He's got X's and O's on his quad.
Yeah, that one's bad. That's it.
Yeah.
Looks like a home job. He's sponsored by Nike and he's got the tick there. That's
not my favourite.
That's cash.
It's not cash. I like that one, yeah.
Kalen, I love your tattoos, man. They let him see that.
Brady's got this one behind his ear. It's a Chinese symbol, and for the first few months he convinced me that it said honey chicken. It doesn't.
Yeah, some very imaginative tattoos there, and Fletcher Sharp joins us here on the couch. Great to have you on the show. We saw a couple of your tattoos. How many have you got?
Only a handful, a couple of little, just kind of ones for myself, mum and dad's birthday, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nothing too big.
Joey, what have you got? You got a couple. Do we remember getting them all?
No, not all of them.
What one don't you remember getting?
Rock and roll. That was in the cross. And someone took the photo and sure enough, front page. What an idiot.
Where is it? Where is it?
It's on my ribs. I don't know which side.
And what's the other one that you don't remember getting?
I got one on my foot. I had to get that covered up.
What was it?
No saying. Oh, my God. Anyway, thank God that
at least you remember getting all of yours.
I do.
Okay, that is good news. That is good news. Well, welcome. Great to have you on the show. Talk us through a little bit. Obviously, we know a bit about you. You're Cessnock born and bred. Footy, has it always been something that's just been in your blood from such a young age?
Yeah, like you said, growing up in Cessnock, there was not really much else to do. I think I just about played every sport you could think of out there. If it wasn't footy season, I was playing cricket. If it wasn't cricket, I was playing basketball. Annoyed the crap out of my parents. Whenever I was sat there for about 10 minutes, I'd pull the on-board card. They'd have to take me to something sporty.
You're a really good cricketer, Fletcher, yeah? You had to sort of choose between rugby league and cricket?
I wouldn't say really good. I tried my luck.
The Mayo was your talent.
I enjoyed it.
Was there a part there that, from a young age, did you know that footy...
You were like rats. Yeah, looking forward to it. Is that how you play? Like there's no real nerves? Looks like you just get out there and play.
I was probably just pumped I got your phone call. Yeah, I kind of take a relaxed approach, I guess. I just enjoy playing footy. I think that's the way I try and play. Just not really think about it too much, back my ability. Ads and the coaching staff have been really good with that. Just telling me to go out there and play my game. That gives me a lot of confidence to just go out there and enjoy it.
People from within the club have been telling me for a few years that you're a fullback, Fletcher Sharp from Cessnock coming back, and so I've sort of watched your career come through. But as a fullback, you came in on the wing, you scored all those tries on debut, or was that on debut? When you scored?
I started at fullback and then a couple of games in went to the wing. Yeah.
And then you scored those tries at home, but then now you got the 6 on your back, and they're saying even you could play number 7. Do you think you could handle week in, week out playing number 7?
I'd like to think so. Like you said, all my juniors were played in either the 6 or 7 kind of role until 18 sort of years, and then I only moved back there due to we had an injury. I remember in one of our Harold Match teams, and then didn't really go back from that. But yeah, I guess it would take a little bit of getting used to a different sort of role, but I'd back myself to put my hand up, take that role if that's what the team needed.
How have you found it sort of coming through? You would have, played so much junior footy, especially around that Hunter region, but, you're, I think, 15 games into your NRL career now. How do you find everything else that comes along with playing professional rugby league?
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's a bit of a crazy ride. I think last year I was kind of just riding the emotions. It all happened pretty quick, but had a good bit of time to reflect over the break. Ball and 10 times out of 10 pretty well he makes the right play.
I saw the attack.
Takes the first receiver role.
Six, 7 years, and the Oak one was just iconic. Played for Cessnock, not in the Winfield Cup it was called then. There's some Cessnock greats. Now, pretty much everyone other than Billy Peden represented Australia, and Don Schofield, Dave Parkinson, George Amber and Frank Stanmore, they represented Australia from Cessnock. Billy Peden, incredible player, won 2 grand finals, one playing lock, scored 2 tries in 2001, and the 97 grand final he started hooker. Not many people realise that.
Yeah.
Win 2 grand finals for 2 different positions.
Did you know much of the history of the players who had come through Cessnock to make it in rugby league?
Yeah, it's always kind of talked about out there. Pretty proud community, so let most people know if they've come from Cessnock that that's where they're from. So I guess it's always kind of talked about when you're coming up through the ranks, players that have made it in the big stage. It's
just huge in Cessnock, and also the women's side of things. My sister now coaches the OzTag team, and the numbers in the girls is just going through the roof. It's huge, and then come game day in Cessnock, it's just everyone going out to watch.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you met Joey?
No, not.
Probably when I went back up a couple of years ago to help out.
Probably when I was, I think a couple of years ago I sort of started coming in to do days every now and then when Joey was back in there helping around the club, and kind of pinch yourself to see one of the greats of the game.
Oh.
One of?
The great.
Oh, I'm joking.
Well, thanks so much for joining us here on Freddie and the 8th. It's a really nice insight to see, you know, your career and your build up to rugby league, and you're going great guns at the moment as well. And we've got some of your boots as well, if you want to give them a little bit of a plug.
Oxen, yeah, they're looking after
So
me.
where are these from, Fletch?
They're based out of the UK. They're big over in the Super League, and they're sort of making the move over into the Australian side of things. But no, they're a great boot. I've been loving wearing them.
You just started wearing them this year?
Started the back end of last year.
Any other boys wearing it?
There's a few throughout the competition now. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
A couple of big names jumping on board.
There you go. All right, well, stick around. We've got plenty more coming your way here on Fred in the 8th. Coming up next, which one of these tries will make it onto Freddie's leaderboard? We'll reveal all after the break.
The phenomenon that's gripped Australia is about to go.
Jackie's gone from a Kia to a Ferrari.
Ballistic.
I tried to make this relationship work. I did.
Over 2 big nights.
I'm going to tell you the way it is, because I won't get another chance to give this to you straight.
The must-see reunion event, Sunday at 7 on 9.
Woolworths grapes are delicious for snacks, fruit platters or cheese boards this Easter. And right now, Australian white seedless grapes are a great fresh special at just $4 a kilo. From the fresh food people.
Australia, welcome to Miami. For just $2, you could win this Martyr Prize Home Masterpiece on the Gold Coast. This Mercedes and $100,000 in gold bullion. The draw's closing soon, so get your tickets now.
Okay, roaches, get ready to race. Hey, behind the line, Rita. Set. Go, no! Let's go!
Nothing kills big cockroaches faster with a 1-second spray.
Planning even just a few dinners a week with HelloFresh can help in a lot of little ways. Less stress, more variety, no one getting prickly about dinner. No offence.
Beautiful. HelloFresh, hello dinner.
No one likes to wait around. That's why at Origin, we're simplifying customer service, from making it easier to manage your account to an app that puts you in control. That's all kinds of useful.
Introducing the all-new Sealy Posturepedic Acclaim, a breakthrough in sleep technology that senses and responds, helping to align your body. Innovation never felt so good. In store now.
We'll be the place where the ocean meets the sky. We'll soak it up and have the time of our lives. These are
Shouldn't be so complicated. That's why at Origin, we think things should be more straightforward. From our customer service to how your bill looks. That's all kinds of useful.
What kind of crazy life hack is this?
The dishwasher doesn't dry the dishes well enough.
Try Finish Rinse Save.
For 2 times better drying, including on plastic, improving shine and protecting glasses.
Finish, the real life hack.
If you're constipated and struggling to poo, here's some great news. Introducing Caruso's Constipation Ease. Caruso's Constipation Ease is a herbal and fibre combination containing cascara, yellow dock, fennel and green banana powder. These help to relieve constipation by making it easier for you to poo. So if you're struggling to poo and would like to poo more, why not try Caruso's Constipation Ease? Caruso's Constipation Ease comes with a money-back guarantee and is available from leading pharmacies and health stores.
Morrow got them. Fiddler! He scores! Brad Fittler has scored from the play the ball!
What a try that was. Freddie, talk us through that. That was an old rule.
Well, in the old days, if there was no marker, you could tap the ball forward. You could actually tap the ball sideways. The ball just had to clear the ruck. So basically, I remember playing the ball and the blokes were apart. And that's why I was sort of playing on the ground. I was just waiting for it to open a little bit and I just, little pitching wedge, just chipped it over their feet.
There you go, this moment.
Did you tear your groin? Is that your groin?
No, that was, I think that was the year before, actually.
13. Was Andrew Walker playing?
Yep.
5'8".
Mm-hmm. I
like
played
a little
lock.
gym.
I would have played lock a lot more than 5'8".
What, for the Roosters?
And Panthers.
But started in the centres?
No, started in the
started in the
centres and played lock towards the end and then also played a couple of years at lock at the Roosters. Loved it. Lock was good.
What,
Yeah.
what made it so enjoyable?
You had to work. I could get a bit lazy, I think, at stages.
You didn't have to think that much either, would you?
No, you had to. And it was different. It was a different style of play. You sort of played a bit like a fullback. You sort of bounced on blind sides and you played, it was very different to how it is now. You weren't like a middle forward and you actually defended on an edge as a lock too. So, because the halfback used to actually sometimes sit behind the line and defend behind the line.
Yeah, Bobby.
Yeah.
So Malcolm really used to call it Bobby, which was a policeman from behind. Yeah. But they used to split. We used to split locks and 5'8".
Yeah.
And just without the
And jump
halfback
in and out when you had to.
The half and fullback would go everywhere, and then
Adrian Lamb used to do it really well. He'd sort of sit behind and then the third tackle or something, he'd just sprint as they played it, yeah, and just come up and just whoever got it, just, mate, they'd take him down on the advantage line.
You're going to itch your bum or something.
I'm getting one, but I'm about to do some tries. About to score some tries.
You're good. I didn't even have to direct you there. You knew what was happening.
I was getting edgy towards Preston's quick hands.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd do everything. It took a lot of effort, let me tell you. I love that.
All right, so where does that one place?
It's above Payno, a little bit more effort than Payno, and a bit more than Buller, so I'm going to put it up there, Goosey.
All right.
Double left foot.
All right, what about Preston's?
Preston. I love he actually scored a try and set up a try, but I just love the way he went from the right-hand side. He's a right side. I still don't know how good a try it is, but I enjoyed watching, so it's sitting below Payne at the moment. I maybe got too many tries up there. And then once again, we see this every week now. And I said this before the game, I'm sure we're going to see this.
Talking about his legs, they're so long. So his upper body isn't as...
he's a reverse sausage dog. He's a flamingo.
He's a llama.
In COVID, we used to go to his place to film it, and one of the llamas was on heat.
Mate, they are the horniest animals you've ever seen.
What, llamas?
Well, the male is.
It's just, honestly, it was following me around, Freddie.
Did you stop?
It was like being at a blue light disco back in Cessnock back in the day. I wish.
The llama was just following you around on heat.
Following me around.
We used to go out at night. She'd be just have the hose out, throwing stuff.
What's the names of your llamas? Barrack.
And Michelle.
And Michelle O'Lama.
Yeah.
Here are your votes.
So I got it wrong though, of course, anyway. That's another story. I'll tell that another day.
This is for Freddie in the 8th medal.
Loving Jaden Campbell at the moment. Plenty of spark, took a great intercept. Keon's just a couple of tries and just providing plenty. And then Jake Clifford, I thought he was awesome.
How good was he?
He was really
week
good.
in, week out. Jake, he's a good player.
Looks fit.
I got Wade Egan. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
good.
Freddie's.
Well, I just thought everything about him. He's just, everyone's sort of waiting there and going, can he defend in the front line? But what they're doing is they're scoring 30 points a game because he's just wild. He's in it, he's fast, he's got his hands. Phil is
And we can see the talent's got to do it week in, week out.
Well, the other thing is too is not, you know, not everyone matures at the same time. Like, don't be impatient with good people and good players. Keon Kalamatangi, I remember speaking to Jairo saying he got the choice, so he was a bit disappointed. Plays with Cody, and he's just a weapon on their left-hand side. I think we spoke about how fit he's looking at the moment.
He deleted Uber Eats from his phone.
Did he?
He actually says that, yeah. He used
Isn't
to
it amazing, the thing?
He liked the last, and once again, another Penrith junior.
9, 6 and 3 that last try. That was awesome. And Jaden Campbell, he's just alive.
How good is he?
He's a handful.
Jaden? What do you reckon his best position is?
His king's good. Well, you know what? We've only just started to see him at halfback, and at the moment, he looks good. I watched him in the Canterbury game. They didn't have much luck in that game, and they came back on the left-hand side and scored a few tries. So I think just wait and see at the moment.
Well, this is the leaderboard, but this is interesting because with Tom Turbo out for the next few weeks, there's going to be some changes at the very top. So who knows what could happen after this weekend.
We're cheering on Corey Horsburgh. We want to take him out for a late lunch.
Go Big Red.
In around October time.
Mate, he's got to stop making errors. I think the first game he was so good. And he was brilliant. And then I think just since then, he just sort of, you know, get the basics right first, and I think he'll sort of then be a lot more valuable for the Raiders.
Has he got any llamas at his house?
I was going to say we're going to come back because I want to hear this llama story. But right now we're off to a quick break, and don't forget Friday night footy. This is going to be an almighty showdown. The Rabbitohs up against the Roosters. This is one rivalry, and guess who's back as well? Latrell Mitchell. We cannot wait for this.
One of footy's biggest superstars returns his first match, and it doesn't get any bigger. Rabbitohs Roosters, live and free on 9 and 9 now.
What kind of crazy life hack is this?
The dishwasher doesn't dry the dishes well enough.
Try Finish Rinse Save.
For 2 times better drying, including on plastic, improving shine and protecting glasses.
Finish, the real life hack.
Inside the 150. And here comes today's racing with something special.
It's the best time in racing with exclusive offers daily on the Tab app. Tab. We're on.
What's gambling really costing you?
ANZ Plus helps you get your money sorted, so you can think about other things like the Roman Empire, needing to sneeze, Alaskan Malamutes, German techno, that actor from that TV show.
My name's David.
Your neighbour Paul. Oh, and you're missing Bomber Jacket. ANZ Plus has powerful tools that give you more confidence, so you can spend less mind on money.
When I got my first pen reel, it was a game changer. Some of my mates are using much higher end reels, but I can get 2 or 3 of my pens for the price of their one. And after years of punishment, the pens keep going, battle after battle, fish after fish.
Get up to $200 in bill credits when you switch your electricity and gas to Engie Saver. Now that's pretty epic value. When you choose Engie, it's possible.
Querida María, me harás el hombre más afortunado.
Sí, sí.
¿Sí?
Ay! Oh!
You can't say no.
You haven't shopped around until you've tried Yui. Huh?
Well, car insurance, it's kind of like a barber. You don't keep going to the same guy for years if you're not a happy chappy.
How bad is it?
Well, it's not great.
What do you mean, not great?
As in not good. A change might be nice.
For award-winning customer satisfaction, make the change to Yui. You insured.
In a bit of a mess? Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
Honey Roberts, we're going to make this country our home.
Well, thank you, England. You've sent us all your robes.
I could use a man like you.
You came here to find your son.
Terry, you've got to be ruthless.
What the hell were you thinking?
I was trying to get us the house of promise.
2 grown women love the same boy. Please.
We're a family.
We stick together.
The brand new season of £10 Bombs. Now streaming only on Stan.
Well, welcome back to Freddie and the Eighth, and there were plenty of eyes on Tom Trbojevic on the weekend. He obviously has had a bit of a disrupted start to the season. He had that tight hammy, missed the game, and then you actually broke the story, Joey, in the pre-show on Sunday. The speeds. Why would they risk playing him if he did that knee injury in captain's run the day before?
Well, he must have said it's not too bad.
He always wants to play.
Now. Now going forward, or MCL's sort of ones that.
And they're not too bad. Have you medial?
No.
Yeah, they're not too bad. They're different to an ACL.
Can they still continue their sort of red-hot charge without him?
I think so. Lehigh Hopewadi. They'll change a little bit the way they play. So it's Turbo and Paseka. They're the ones out, pretty much.
And Josh Allier.
The superstars of the game.
Well, we just saw there, Lehigh Hopewadi went to fullback, a beautiful pass.
We're going to be speaking about Lehigh in a second. Let's have a look at our sports bet. Having a crack. We love to see players having a crack across the weekend of footy. So what about this one? Jaden Sewer, sealing the game.
He's been in good form.
He's aggressive, isn't he?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to tackle you. He wants to tackle you and throw you in the ground.
He's aggressive with the ball too. Plenty of tackle breaks, line breaks. Billy will be smiling.
Can't stop, won't
stop. He's another one who can play for Samoa. Look at their forward pack. Payne, Terrell May, Spencer, Josh Papali'i, Jaden Sewer,
Tino.
Ailua.
What's Tino?
Tino? Well, he's
Tino's played for Australia, so.
Jeremiah Nene.
That's it.
Just got class. Class.
Well, he'll get tested because, like, Melbourne will have a plan. They would have watched him at fullback and they got a couple of kickers, so it'll be a really good opportunity for him to show everyone about getting the defence right. Like, even the moment Turbo got back up in the line, that was the thing everyone was talking about. Like, the defence was a bit askew. Turbo just got up and went bang, pointed at a few people. They're back on track, so it's a big challenge. Like, it's a daunting, especially against someone like Melbourne, who they throw a lot at you. So I look forward to seeing how he goes.
Yeah, yep, certainly is. All right, well, they're having a crack thanks to Sportsbet. Speaking of Sportsbet, let's check in with them now.
Hell hath no fury like a scorned ex, but who's the most scorned of those exes? Gutherson, Lomax for me. It's Gutho, Combank Stadium. They haven't won without him since 2017. Parramatta, you are in trouble with the great Gutho coming back. Anyway, enjoy it. Max bet $100.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Light up the floor.
The world's biggest battle of minds is coming.
Our next Julie's dogs. Come on out.
Pug. Afghan Hound. German Shepherd. Chihuahua. Beethoven.
There's a word that shaped our way of life.
Advance. And coal, metals and minerals like those mined by Glencore helps make it possible.
Zinc helps make sunscreen possible, so we can enjoy fun in the sun.
I think you missed a bit. Coal for electricity
can help families enjoy on a Sunday feast.
Manja.
Copper helps make ultrasounds possible, advancing health checks for growing families, even furry ones.
Tripperdeal's travel bonus offer is on now. Experience 2-for-1 unbeatable Japan from $4,999 for 2 people, including Qantas flights. Uncover the wonders of vibrant Tokyo. Set foot on mighty Mount Fuji. Visit serene Kyoto and more. And when you book by April 10, earn a $250 travel bonus towards your next holiday. Plus, earn and use Qantas points on every booking. Search Tripperdeal now.
Australia, welcome to Miami. For just $2, you could win this Martyr Prize home masterpiece on the Gold Coast. This Mercedes and $100,000 in gold bullion. The draw's closing soon, so get your tickets now.
With a house frame made from TrueCore steel, your home is built to last. Choose the inner strength of TrueCore steel.
Oh, that was a whopper. 45 minutes to reel in with a broken reel. Kingfish with a handcaster. Marlin on that charter. Oh, my greatest catch. The Gasmate Portofino 16-inch gas pizza oven.
The Great Northern Greatest Catch has landed. Get a BCF voucher in every specially marked case, plus thousands of prizes up for grabs.
This year, we go for the boat.
What are you doing?
Got to stay up all night and keep an eye on all the properties we're looking at.
Babe, these are really bad for you.
I know, but I feel amazing. Look at this, I've organized these tabs by price from low to high. But on this browser, I've got them listed from high to low in terms of, how many bedrooms there are. I just got to make sure that there's at least 2 bathrooms, right?
Never miss a listing update with Property Alerts. Download the Domain app. Know what we know.
Rise and shine, Australia. It's time to get up to 50% off all Aussie-made mattresses at Bedshed. Plus, get a bonus 30% off any bed frame with your mattress purchase. Bedshed. No one's better in the bedroom.
If you're an executor of a will, do you understand your risks and responsibilities?
As an executor, you need clarity. For an informative chat,
turn to the experts at Turnbull Hill Lawyers.
Good people to turn to.
So it was Adam Blair and Glenn Stewart in an embrace of the century. And they're still... Hang on. They better stay... Oh, it's on again! It's on again! Glenn Stewart...
What a scene this was, 2011, and this the instigators
Jake?
would be. The Raiders and the Sharks at GIO Stadium. The Raiders, they've been so strong to start the season.
Strong at home. Remember they smashed the Brisbane 3 weeks ago? They've been on the road twice. Lost both those. Ricky will have them. Ricky coached. He coached Cronulla too, didn't he? And their forwards look awesome, the Raiders.
There was that semi-final where Cronulla actually beat them. And Mick Innes was clapping. So there's this little bit of hatred between Canberra and Cronulla. So yeah, he'll have Horsburgh firing. Tarpanay and Papali got off, which I was surprised with. So
Trying to think. Yeah, pretty much. I like the Raiders. I think they're really good things down there.
Do you like the back row, the Pommy bloke, Matty?
Yeah, Nicholson.
Yeah.
Good player. Really good player. I text Paul Cullen, the guy that coached me at Warrington, and he said, yeah, loves it. He said, mentally, way he plays mentally is very much like Victor Radley. Okay. Is there any pommies come out of the north of England who aren't tough?
Mad.
All mad. All mad.
All right, so you both tipping the Raiders in this one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Rabbitohs and Roosters. This one is going to be. I mean, it's the rivalry that is the rivalry.
Latrell.
Latrell back.
Victor's out.
Latrell at centre too.
Connor Watson's back.
Yes.
He made a difference. He brings Sanderson alive. Sandon Smith, sorry, the 5'8".
Latrell looks fit and focused. Can you imagine? He's going to explode. And that side of the field defensively for the Roosters, Robert Toyer and also Chad Townsend's been quite brittle. So that side they're going to have Cody coming with Keon Koloamatangi, Gray out the back, and then a bloke called Latrell Mitchell.
The thing they'll do, I reckon, is play out of trouble too.
He uses the ball.
They don't normally, but I reckon they'll give him a couple of runs out of trouble. He looks fit, looks ready.
So you're tipping
Roosters.
Not convincingly.
I've heard a bit of male whisper. I'm hearing a whisper. Hugo Savala may start in the halves.
Instead of Chad.
That's what,
Yeah, right.
Whisper.
So
he'll
does
be
that
taking
change?
Latrell.
Does that change your tip, or are you still tipping the Bunnies?
I think the Bunnies.
Okay. All right, and then the Ballabrookey Seagulls and the Melbourne Storm.
Manly.
Yeah, I'm going Manly too.
Jerome Hughes made me think a lot. Every tip this week, I thought, you know what? I'm not confident with any of them.
Yeah, I'm not convinced either.
That's good. It's good for the comp, isn't it?
The Sharks Canberra game. That's the one that I've struggled with thinking who's.
Oh no, I really like the Raiders.
I did tip the Raiders, but
I reckon Brisbane. If I had a sure bet this week, it'd be Brisbane to beat the Tigers. No Jerome.
All right, well there you go. There are tips for all the games coming up on 9. Stick around though, because we're going to wrap things up with a very good llama story. If you're watching Fred and the 8th, we'll be back in a tick.
In a few moments, the federal government on the defensive after promising millions a pay rise, the opposition and small businesses crying foul. News just in, the electoral watchdog reviewing social media posts with podcaster Abby Chatfield and tributes for Hollywood legend Val Kilmer.
I'm Nat from O'Brien. These cracks all started as chips. Happens a lot. We replace thousands of windscreens, but a chip repair is faster, cheaper and greener. And with car insurance, your repair is usually free. Book today.
Okay, roaches, get ready to race. Hey, behind the line, Rita. Set. Go, no! Let's go!
Nothing kills big cockroaches faster with a 1-second spray.
Tonight's game's going to be epic.
Missed by one on the AFL? With Tab, you can stay in the game. Miss by one on any disposals leg, and Tab will still pay you out as a winner. Tab. We're on.
What are you really gambling with?
I think a nice Marlborough Sauv Blanc should do the trick.
Get the right drop for any occasion at Celebrations. Good shout.
NRMA Insurance is proud to announce that we now offer home loans. With years of experience helping Australians protect their homes, we understand just what you need when it comes to owning one. Like a competitive low rate. And you can apply in as little as 15 minutes. Because that's what a help company would do. Apply for an NRMA home loan today. NRMA Insurance, a help company.
Looking for the perfect car? Explore Drive Used, new and quality used cars for sale, available now to drive away today. Only at drive.com.au.
Come here, come a little closer.
Small sedan.
I don't wanna hurt you. Little more, come
Big
here.
personality. The first ever Kia K4.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Inside the 150. And here comes today's racing with something special.
It's the best time in racing with exclusive offers daily on the Tab app. Tab. We're on.
What's gambling really costing you?
In a bit of a mess? Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
Build something epic with one of 12 limited edition toys in the newer Minecraft Movie Happy Meal, only at Macca's.
This program brought to you by Harvey Norman for everything you need in furniture, bedding, home appliances and technology.
All right, it is time for the llama story. I've been waiting for this one.
Okay, so when I got my llamas, they come in, I was so excited. I named them on appearance more. So anyway, that night, Marie and I went out and Michelle, because we had Michelle and Barrick, but Michelle was having her way with Barrick, so I just had to change their names.
So you got
Fluid. Is that that's it now? Gender fluid?
Yeah, so I just...
Did you
it just seemed appropriate.
Did you not do a check?
I didn't look.
You didn't look?
Look at these little tails that cover it all up.
You should have looked when it was following me around your place.
Well, actually...
It was like the Benny Hill show.
Was it Michelle or Barack who was following him round?
It was Barack.
Oh, those... Rest in peace.
I was sort of terrified and sort of... Oof.
You sort of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
The noises coming out of Barack.
Oh, all right. Well, rest in peace. The llamas, they're no longer.
Oh, they're gone.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. The llamas are no longer, but the footy
is
certainly is. Thanks for joining us here on Freddie and the 8th. Enjoy the footy over the weekend, and we'll catch you again right here next week. Thank you, boys.
Thank you.
This is 9 News with Natalia Cooper.
Good evening. The government is defending its proposal to lift the wages of Australia's lowest paid workers after the opposition and small business cried foul. Both leaders are tonight in separate corners of the country as the official campaign nears its 6th day. Political editor Charles Croucher is in Melbourne.
The Prime Minister is back in Melbourne tonight. He has completed the lap of the map in sorts, completing the 6th state in just 5 days with Tasmania today. On the other side of the country, though, Peter Dutton is heading west for the first time. The opposition leader is hosting an event. This is a big rally-style event to gather the Liberal faithful there after a tough couple of years in the West for the Liberal Party. It started with Mark McGowan's wipeout of the Liberals, then went to the last federal election where Labor performed better than they ever had, and then finished just a month ago with Roger Cook winning there as well. So it is time to turn things around if you're a supporter of Peter Dutton and Brand Liberal. The argument today, though, has been about people's wages. Labor saying they want to see the jump in the minimum wage in particular, as well as award wages. Peter Dutton says he'd like to see that happen, but there needs to be changes to productivity. Here's how that argument played out on the hustings today.
Our view as a Labor government is that we do want to see the lowest paid workers in our community be able to not just meet their cost of living pressures, but to get ahead.
We want the Australian people to vote for higher wages and lower taxes, not the coalition's plan of lower wages and higher taxes.
Mr Albanese can talk about putting up wages. Real wages have gone down under this government. That's the reality, and people know it. I mean, the Prime Minister out there telling Australians that they've never had it better off, that everything's good, that we've turned the corner. That's not the experience of families we're speaking to. Families are struggling under this government.
The Liberal Party tonight releasing a new ad clearly targeting Labor over what they are calling a Medi-Scare. It is a campaign that has run in a few campaigns now. Here is that ad.
Don't fall for Labor's lies on health. The Liberals almost doubled hospital funding and bulk billing was 11% higher than it is now under Labor.
That all tells you the government's message about potential cuts to Medicare is flowing through not just to Liberal headquarters, but to the focus groups they speak to as well.
And in news just in, the Australian Electoral Commission has confirmed it's reviewing Anthony Albanese and Greens leader Adam Bandt's social media posts with podcaster Abby Chatfield. The investigation by the watchdog will work to determine whether the posts should be classified as political content. If they are, they will be legally required to use an authorisation message similar to those seen on TV ads. The world is tonight bracing for another round of Donald Trump's tariffs to come into effect, a move the US president has dubbed Liberation Day. To break it down, I'm joined by Nine's National Affairs editor Andrew Probyn at Parliament House. Probes, good evening to you. Donald Trump is expected to sign off on these new tariffs within the next few hours. Explain to us how they will impact us here in Australia.
Well, it all sounds really exciting, doesn't it? Liberation Day and all that. But we really don't know. We've got some clues because Donald Trump's trade advisors have produced a 400-page document. They call it the Foreign Trade Barriers. Now, I haven't printed every page, Natalia, because it is 400 and, you know, Nine News needs its money. So, but I have printed the 3 pages that refer to Australia. It just lists the American gripes when it comes to Australia. Now, principally, it's about uncooked beef, pork and poultry. Those exports from America aren't allowed into Australia. Talks of apples and pears. We're trying to stop fire blight into the country, so they're not allowed either. And then there's intellectual property, local content rules when it comes to television that could affect things like Netflix. So Australia is bracing for no exemptions, probably in the order of 20% tariffs. This can cause and will cause some pain when it comes to certain exporters.
We heard the federal government is not ruling out taking the Trump administration to the World Trade Organization over the matter. How can you see something like that playing out?
Well, will it do it? I'm told that this is being very strongly considered by the Australian government and that there might even be a likelihood of it should Donald Trump push ahead with tariffs. The bigger question, Natalia, is will it do any good? Donald Trump's shown no regard for the World Trade Organization. He shows no regard for other world organisations like the UN and so on. So whether an appeal to the World Trade Organization, which has been defunded by the United States, makes any difference is a big question. But I think Australia has to put a line in the sand along with other nations when it comes to global trade. Remember, Australia has a free trade agreement with the United States that's 20 years old, and this would be in complete breach of that FTA. And if he thinks he can make a lot of imports to America a lot more expensive, America will start making them themselves. But you know, there's a couple of problems with that. First of all, obviously, it's going to be American consumers who pay, so this will hurt some of the very people who actually voted Donald Trump in. The second problem is if you're trying to re-industrialise a country as enormous as the United States, is going to take years, and that is a project that will go and could go well beyond his own presidency.
This is obviously playing out in the middle of our election campaign. Is this something voters will be considering when they head to the polls?
I think voters will be very concerned about any fiddle with the pharmaceutical benefit scheme, which is something that the rest of the world would love to have, but it's something that American pharmaceutical manufacturers hate because they believe that it undercuts American innovation. So you will see and have seen to this unpredictable, shall I say, Natalia, US president.
OK, Andrew Probyn, thank you for your insights this evening.
Pleasure.
We have an update now on the pilot who was seriously injured at last week's Avalon Air Show. Mimi Becker joins us live in Melbourne. Mimi, his condition has improved.
Good evening, Natalia. It has. The expert stunt pilot was initially fighting for his life. He was flown here to the Alfred Hospital for emergency treatment, and remarkably now, Glenn Collins is now in a stable condition. It was last Friday that the plane crashed in the aerobatic display at the Avalon Air Show in front of thousands of stunned onlookers, and Glenn Collins has undergone emergency surgery here, and his family have been by his bedside. Glenn's team at the Paul Bennett Air Show's team released a statement today confirming that his condition is slowly improving. They also added that Glenn's family and the Paul Bennett's Air Show team would like to acknowledge the extraordinary level of care and support received from the medical, nursing and allied teams here at the Alfred. Now, the Australian Transport Safety Bureau is also investigating this plane crash, trying to determine exactly how it could happen. Natalia.
Mimi, thank you. Starring in films from Top Gun to Tombstone, Val Kilmer dominated the big screen. A classic Hollywood heartthrob, the actor was known for incredible dedication to his roles, but also earned a reputation for being difficult. The 65-year-old being remembered tonight after passing away from pneumonia.
From a quirky spy in the 1984 cult classic Top Secret,
you guys really are cowboys.
to the intense fighter pilot in Top Gun.
You're everyone's problem. That's because every time you go up in the air, you're unsafe.
Val Kilmer's film career took flight in the big 80s, but the slick performer trained at Juilliard honed his acting chops on the stage and saw his craft as a serious means of exploration.
Have you ever turned down something you regretted?
No, I don't really think that way. I just look forward. And also, what in the personal way, what I gained from acting, the opportunity to experience things that certainly you'd never do in your own life.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
In the 1990s, Kilmer explored the mind of Jim Morrison in Oliver Stone's The Doors. Critics praised him for nailing both the look and the sound of the late singer.
I'm your huckleberry.
2 years later, he played the pasty yet poised gunslinger Doc Holliday in Tombstone, and later a desperate construction engineer hunting lions in The Ghost and the Darkness. Along the way, Kilmer co-starred with some of Hollywood's heavyweights, like Al Pacino and Robert De Niro in the bank robbery movie Heat, and played the superhero.
It's the car, right? Chicks love the car.
As Batman in 1995. But it was an earlier collaboration on the set of the 1988 movie Willow, where Kilmer met co-star Joanne Whalley. They were married almost 8 years and had 2 children. Later in his career, Kilmer returned to the stage, playing Moses in The Ten Commandments, the musical. He also wrote and performed the one-man show Citizen Twain, taking on the persona of the great American storyteller. But under the makeup, the actor was dealing with grave health concerns. Kilmer downplayed cancer rumors, but then later said he had beaten the disease, which required a tracheotomy and left him with a raspy voice. In 2022, he reprised his role as Iceman in the Top Gun sequel, Maverick.
Who's the better pilot? You or me?
This is a nice moment. Let's not ruin it.
Like the actor himself, his once boisterous flyboy character, subdued by illness, still commanded respect and even awe on the silver screen.
And tonight, stars across Hollywood are paying tribute, led by legendary director Francis Ford Coppola, who wrote Val Kilmer was the most talented actor when in his high school, and that talent only grew greater throughout his life. James Woods saying so many wonderful performances, sad to lose him so soon. And earlier this evening, the Top Gun social media accounts posted this image, remembering Val Kilmer, whose indelible cinematic mark spanned genres and generations. Rest in peace, Iceman. Straight ahead, a family's devastation. Claire Nowlan's children speak exclusively to 9 News, plus the video taken just hours before she was tasered. A new twist in the Virginia Giuffre case, why she's facing court next week. And the King all smiles as he gets back to work.
Tomorrow, she's back. Our very own Brooke
Boney reveals her next huge move.
Last Gamers Delight, we review the new Nintendo Switch that's launching, and Dickie chats to the stars of the apocalyptic drama The Last of Us. We'll see you from 5:30.
If I said you have a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? If I swore you were an angel, would you treat me like the devil tonight? If I was dying of thirst, would you flow in love, come quench me?
The new Hot Honey range has dropped at Macca's with the Hot Honey McSpicy, the Hot Honey Dipping Sauce, and the Hot Honey McCrispy. Embrace the drip at Macca's.
We're for Sunday cruisers and rush hour warriors. But right now, we're for Phoebe, who needs to pick up her date by 8.
Give it a try.
Claire Nowlan's family, who sat down with Chief Court reporter Annalise Bolt following Friday's sentence.
This is Claire Nowland, hours before she was tasered, enjoying a cuppa and reminiscing.
I think we've had a good life in Cooma, haven't we?
I think so.
Well, I have.
Well, I have.
The full life of a great-grandmother, knitter, Rabbitohs fan and adventurer.
That's her on top of Australia.
But her memory will forever be tarnished by the way she died at the hands of a police officer.
At 95, we could accept our mother would die, but to go the way she has is just unacceptable. It's just something I'll never, ever get over.
She was wandering her Cooma nursing home with a steak knife in the early hours in May 2023 when Constable Christian White arrived on scene and pulled out his taser.
He had control of that weapon. He loaded the weapon and he pointed the weapon and discharged the weapon. It's a deliberate action that needs to be punished.
12 years in the force, but White negotiated for less than 3 minutes.
She was frail, she was hanging onto a walker. She didn't comprehend what they were saying. She must have been terrified. To say that, that she was a threat was just, that really hurt me.
The 35-year-old father... Nothing will heal the Nowlands' heartache that Claire wasn't protected.
Because I could have talked to Mum and just said, come on, Mum, let's go back to your room.
So it's affected the whole family.
Oh, it definitely affects every single one of us.
For almost 2 years, the Nowlands have been forced to share their small Snowy Mountains town with the man who killed their matriarch. Christian White hasn't been seen since the sentence and will now be waiting to find out what an appeal could mean for his freedom.
You'll never get another Claire Nowland, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Annalise Bolt, 9 News.
Prince Andrew and Jeffrey Epstein accuser Virginia Giuffre has been charged with breaching a violence restraining order. Bianca Carboni is following this story. Bianca, she remains in hospital tonight.
At Sir Charles Gardner Hospital in a stable condition, Natalia. But next week, Virginia Giuffre will face court, charged with breaching a violence restraining order in Ocean Reef in February. These details have emerged just days after the 41-year-old made a social media media post claiming she was suffering from kidney failure and had just days to live following a bus crash in near Gabby. Her family has revealed the post was meant to be private, adding the police were called but said there was no one available to come to the scene. They asked if anyone was injured and suggested that if they were, they should make their way to the hospital. Virginia was banged up and bruised and returned home. Virginia's condition worsened and she was admitted to hospital.
There were no injuries reported to us. There was no calls made to us that we can establish. We did not attend that crash, which does not surprise me, because it was reported the following day by the bus drivers.
Virginia Giuffre is one of Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew's most prominent accusers, reaching a financial settlement with the latter in 2022. Natalia.
Bianca, thank you. A wild brawl has left 2 women in hospital and 3 under arrest, the latest in a string of incidents at a popular Adelaide restaurant strip. As Shannon McDonald reports, business owners are scared for their lives and livelihoods.
They say this latest frightening brawl that broke out at Chinatown in the CBD is only one in a series of similar incidents, and a warning, some of this vision is disturbing. It shows one of the victims cowering on the ground before being repeatedly pelted on the head with a can. Just metres away, one of the attackers unleashes on another victim, who's then pulled by her hair when 2 more attackers join in and appear to stab the woman multiple times. The victims, aged 30 and 20 years old, were immediately taken to hospital last night with stab wounds. Restaurant owners say they've seen a rise in violent behaviour at Chinatown, which usually involves people who are loitering in the area.
There has been a notice of, more homeless people are starting to appear in Goodger Street, and I think that's probably something that needs a little bit of attention in moving forward.
Definitely we need more police presence here, because you need to come to work and people need to come here and eat and feel comfortable and secure.
Police have since arrested 3 women and have charged them with assault, but concerned business owners fear if similar behaviour is allowed to continue, it could force customers to stay away.
Parents will no longer have to pay top dollar for branded school uniforms in Victoria as the government bans school logos from some items in a bid to save families some cash. Logo-free shorts, pants, skirts and socks will be accepted as long as they're in the school's colour and style.
The logo on the shorts can add $20, $30, $40 to a price of the shorts to the pair of pants. The generic items will do just the same job.
The new policy won't officially take effect until Term 1 next year. US prosecutors are seeking the death penalty against Luigi Mangione, the man accused of killing the CEO of a health insurance company in New York last year. In a statement, lawyers called the 26-year-old's alleged murder of Brian Thompson a premeditated, cold-blooded assassination. Mangione is due to reappear in court later this month. A 63-year-old woman has been pulled alive from rubble 91 hours on from Myanmar's devastating earthquake. The country's military junta says more than 2,700 people have now been confirmed dead. The number killed is expected to rise, with rescue crews yet to reach many areas hit by the 7.7 magnitude quake. Smiling and handing out honours, King Charles appeared in good spirits during his first public engagement since going to hospital for cancer treatment side effects. The 76-year-old monarch hosted a ceremony at Windsor Castle to recognise community leaders. Last week's incident has been described as a bump in the road. Still to come in 9 News, Donald Trump prepares to sign off on those additional tariffs the world awaits, and Scott Phillips joins me next.
The day that shocked Australia.
Westfield Bondi Junction, a man wielding a hunting knife.
Just a beautiful... A must-see Sunday.
If I said you have a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? If I swore you were an angel, would you treat me like the devil tonight? If I was dying of thirst, would you flow in love, come quench me?
As I said the last time, I'm just the sign guy.
Come on, friend to friend. What's the house worth?
Oh, I don't know, what's anything really worth?
That's deep.
No property price estimates trusted by the banks. Download the Domain app.
Tonight's game's going to be epic.
Missed by one on the AFL? With Tab, you can stay in the game. Miss by one on any disposals leg, and Tab will still pay you out as a winner. Tab. We're on.
What are you really gambling with?
In a bit of a mess? Pino Clean has 3 times multi-action power to clean, disinfect and freshen. It's not clean unless it's Pino Clean.
Rise and shine, Australia. It's time to get up to 50% off all Aussie-made mattresses at Bedshed. Plus, get a bonus 30% off any bed frame with your mattress purchase. Bedshed. No one's better in the bedroom.
As we heard earlier, Donald Trump's latest round of tariffs have the world on edge tonight, just hours away from coming into place. For more on this, I'm joined by Scott Phillips, Chief Investment Officer at Motley Fool. Scott, good evening. Good to see you. There's plenty of uncertainty surrounding these new tariffs. How are the markets reacting?
Natalia, good evening. The best word probably is nervously, I have to say. We had a pretty good start to trading this morning, but finished pretty much flat. And there is that sense of, I think markets, frankly, both in the US and around the world, including Australia, holding our collective breath to see what Donald Trump does announce, what impact it's going to have. Of course, has the direct impact on our economy, on those exports, but indirectly, things like US economic growth, if that falters, it hurts the world economy. And if China gets another one, then most of our trade, of course, is with China. And that also brings us some degree of economic pain. Looking ahead, what do we have in store tomorrow? That's going to be the big one. So if you think about what the tariffs might be, we've heard reports of pharmaceuticals, reports of agriculture, reports of just general tariffs for individual countries. It is going to be very much a toss-up. Now, the decision Donald Trump said would be made after the US market closes. So we're talking about 7 a.m. on the East Coast, or at least New South Wales and Victoria in daylight saving time. Earlier than that, of course, in Queensland and around the rest of the country. We will know at that point, before our market opens, in theory, what's going to happen, if anything. Now, of course, Donald Trump could simply not do anything, but if he does follow through, and he said he would, then we'll know, unfortunately, before our market opens. And then it's going to be a case of hanging on, depending on what is announced. The election campaign today focused on the minimum wage, with the Albanese government calling for it to increase above inflation. How would the RBA react to this kind of campaigning? That's a really good point. Look, I think what we're going to see is the Reserve's pretty open about trying to balance lots of parts of the economy, right? The simple reality, though, is if wages increase faster than inflation in any part of the economy, that is going to add pressure to prices and therefore to inflation. On the other hand, minimum wage earners have been absolutely smashed by inflation. If anyone deserves a break, it is those people, because they don't have the capacity to save in advance, or when those prices go up, they've got to simply cut back and choose what not to buy. So I can't begrudge that. I don't think the RBA would begrudge it either. Their issue probably is what might happen from there. In other words, do the rest of us then say, hey, they got a bigger wage increase, I want one too? That flow-on or knock-on effect, that's what the RBA will be focused on pretty cleanly, I think. A new study has revealed how Australia sits compared to the rest of the world for superannuation. How did we do? Really well. In fact, it's going to get better. So we are the 4th largest retirement savings pool in the world. We're about the 20th largest economy, and our population is tiny relative to the US, the UK, and much of the rest of the world. That's expected, though, to go from 4th to the 2nd largest, behind only the US, at some point in the next 5 to 7 years, according to the Australian Superannuation Funds Association. So it is going to get bigger. The good news, I suppose, finally superannuation is maturing. Come July, we're finally getting to that 12% number that was anticipated in 1993 when super was first started. At that point, I think we can say we've arrived, at least in percentage terms. There'll be more money added, of course, over time as more people work and as pay rises go up. OK, and finally, Scott, how's Wall Street looking? Pretty nervous as well. At the moment, not a big fall, but US futures suggesting a decline of about 0.1%. Assuming nothing is announced during the trading day, it'd be fascinating to see how they respond. And as I said, we'll have to wait and see what Donald Trump says tomorrow morning before we know how our market will open.
OK, we'll wait and see. Scott, thank you.
Thanks, Natalia.
And I'll have your national weather forecast right after the break.
Thursday.
Opportunity for the Canberra Raiders.
Two teams.
Here come the Sharks.
Electric.
Raiders are back in it.
Hard hitting.
Champion Big Papa. Wow.
Gritty.
Oh, big moment.
And putting the comp on notice.
Oh, with speed.
Raiders, Sharks. Thursday night footy. Live and free on 9 and 9 Now.
Being able to talk to an Instant Scripts doctor anytime, day or night, helps us feel better already.
Over 2 million Australians have turned to Instant Scripts for their healthcare needs. Our doctors are here for you 24/7.
Inside the 150, and here comes today's racing with something special.
It's the best time in racing with exclusive offers daily on the Tab app. Tab. We're on.
What's gambling really costing you?
Oh, that was a whopper. 45 minutes to reel in with a broken reel. Kingfish with a handcaster. Marlin on that charter. Oh, my greatest catch. The Gasmate Portofino 16-inch gas pizza oven.
The Great Northern Greatest Catch has landed. Get a BCF voucher in every...
What kind of crazy life hack is this?
I'm passionate about our families. This is
Cities forecast for tomorrow: Brisbane showers easing and 28 degrees, nothing but sunshine for Sydney and 27. Afternoon and evening showers in Melbourne, partly cloudy and 22 in Adelaide. A mostly sunny morning for Perth with a possible late shower, mostly sunny and 33 for Darwin. Looking ahead to Friday, and Brisbane will get a shower or two and 28 degrees again. A possible shower and 25 in Sydney, a shower or two and just 18 degrees for Melbourne, 21 the top for Adelaide. Perth, a shower or two, windy and 26, and Darwin once again heading for a mostly sunny 33. And that is Nine's late news for this Wednesday. Our next bulletin is at 5 a.m, followed by Today. I'm Natalia Cooper. Thanks for your company. Good night.
Kids to sing. Now original Yellow Wiggle Greg Page is teaching them to save lives.
Keep the beat going, cause it keeps the blood flowing.
Lessons they'll never forget.
I could potentially save a life.
A current affair tomorrow.
Whatever you do,
Nobody knows what's really going on.
don't look away.
Since the experiment, we've been in touch. And we've touched each other.
The phenomenon that's gripped Australia is about to go
Stop.
ballistic.
You guys started this when we were still married.
The ultimate warrior
Jackie's gone from a Kia to a Ferrari.
showdown will leave the nation
I tried my ass off! My literal ass! I did!
thunderstruck.
Appreciate Jackie like a work of art.
Over 2 big nights.
I'm going to tell you the way it is, because I won't get another chance to give this to you straight.
The must-see reunion event. Sunday at 7 on 9 and 9.
Welcome to the floor.
81 Aussies are about to face off
Come on, baby. Come at me.
in the world's biggest battle of minds.
81 players with their own expertise.
Aussie Tucker. That's correct. Fashion icon. Even the dreaded kitchen drawer.
Can it now?
Let's go. You have to play one of your neighbours in their category.
Games night?
Duncan here doesn't look like he's played a game that's not on the internet.
Take on your neighbour
It's going down. What are you all scared of?
and take
A huge chunk of territory.
their floor.
Let's duel.
You need to name that band.
Queen. Beatles. Guns N' Roses. The Monkeys. Trees, palm trees. Desert. Tropical. Pass.
I don't know about you, but my brain hurts.
Get ready to play
Let's light up your floor.
the floor. Soon on 9.
20 moves, 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 20 moves. $20 million. $40 million. What?
I'll find a way to stay alive.
Family now
becomes hell.
Copy that. On my way.
You first.
It's the phenomenon sweeping the planet. Aussies face off in the world's biggest battle of minds. Soon on 9. One of footy's biggest superstars returns his first match. And it doesn't get any bigger. Rabbitohs Roosters, live and free on 9 and 9 Now.